Welcome to snowy Michigan here, Plymouth, Fox Hills Learning Center. Jordan Young here. I'm going to show you a quick little tour of our facility. Hopefully this helps with a lot of the questions people have been asking us. Bear with me with my video skills, but come on in and we'll show you around. Our building opened just getting close to a year, March 1st, 2015. So we're not quite a year old, but I'd like to show you around. This is a 7,000 square foot building. One of our main focuses was to give our parents a place to kind of hang out. A few products in here. Jeff Goebel, one of our staff members, PGA member, does a lot of our repair work, grip work. So nice lounge area, a little bit of TV. We got the morning drive on. Some of our awards over the past years from our various PGA members, Brian Cairns, Dan Thomas, myself, Jeff Goebel, and Gata. A little bit of an office area, gives us the ability to look on out over the tee. This is the range. It's a double-sided range. We have a range on the other side as well. So we have full view of everything. Our secondary building, our learning center on the other side, gives us access to doing some group training with kids. It's fully heated, operational in the wintertime as well. We're in the Performance Center, and that building is called the Learning Center. So utilization of some old lockers for staff members. Very cool. This area gives us some workstation when we're not teaching. Sometimes we can get in here and do a little work together. Receptionist area, we've added a receptionist this year just to kind of keep things under control. But it's nice to have somebody up here to greet people as they come in. Our little bookshelf, courtesy of Jason Deegan. Little counter area. Everybody likes coffee in the morning. Get a little cleanup. This hallway is, I think it's about 130 feet long. We have access to restrooms, all that good stuff. We have our TPI room and multi-purpose room. It acts as a meeting. We had a meeting in here last week, but we also used it for some fitness training and if we ever have any presentations. This room is, I believe, 18 by 30 feet. So 18 foot wide by 30 feet deep. And the windows give us access to view the putting green and our short game area out back, which is huge. You could probably have about 30 people out there. Tough to tell right now, 4 bunkers and 2 USGA greens. As we walk down the hall, we have some whiteboards up here with a lot of our skills challenges. Here we have a little bit of a leaderboard for our wedge range and various different skills. Everybody likes to put some comments up there, which is always fun. We have some putting challenges. Everybody puts up their scores. Some trivia, of course. Who won all those events? If anybody knows, maybe we'll give you a free lesson. Walking into our putting studio. Get the lights on. This room's been great. This allows for indoor training in the wintertime for putting. We have the Sam Putt Lab. We have 2 TVs set up. Nice area for all kinds of different games, skills. Mirrors are going up on the wall right now. You can see this is a new one right here. Scotty Cameron Fitting, Odyssey TaylorMade, and Strixon is our sponsor for all of our short game balls. Den Caddies, they've been great support. So again, the size of this room is the same as the other room. It's 30 feet by 18, and it's been nice to have a little segmented area for a station over there, and obviously to do all these different kinds of games. Keep going down the hall, and we have a walkout to the short game area. We have some product back here, but it's easy just to go straight out there to the back. We have a storage room. Who knows what this is going to look like, but in the winter, to keep our balls somewhat warm, all of our club repair, typical room, bending machine, all that good stuff. Place to kind of keep all of our junk. Now into the fun part. We're working into a fitting station. This is where a lot of the club fitting takes place. This is a combination of fitting station and a teaching bay. Dimensions of this room are 25 feet deep by 20 feet wide. And we have 2 cameras, 2 USB 3.0 cameras on the back side. One on the back side and one on the face on. In this particular bay, Jeff uses flight scope, and we have two TVs, one for either the, Foresight, not flight scope, Foresight. One TV for the Foresight and one TV for either the V1 or the body track. And Jeff does a lot of TPI stuff in here as well. As we move next door, one of the big things that we wanted to make sure was we had wall-to-wall carpeting, so wall-to-wall putting turf. Each bay has a hole cut in the back end of it. You can see here that you can putt to if you choose to do so, and you can use that back camera as a mirror. In this particular bay, this is where the flight scope, the TrackMan's positioned. Chad Elledges teach out of this bay. He has all kinds of whiteboards up with all kinds of great information. So all the stations are pretty much turnkey. Chad utilizes the hole at the back of his studio bay much more than many of us. And he also positions the flight scope accordingly, TrackMan accordingly, depending indoor or outdoor. The outside 2 bays that we have here are with a mat that moves. So this mat can be lifted up and moved. That allows us to push it forward for the camera or back, depending on the student. In this case, for the TrackMan, when the door is closed, Chad can move it back and forth accordingly, depending on his needs. Typical netting that pulls off. It's probably about 2 feet off the back wall. No problems with balls hitting the doors. You can use these in the summer with the doors up, or in the winter with the doors down. And I'll show you the doors going up in a minute here. But this is our super bay. Our super bay is great for team training. So you can have 4 people hit in this bay. You could also have people here. We have a bunch of different stations for the little chips on the ground for putting. We have 1 hole cut in the middle. The doors are 16 foot wide. The mats in these bays are permanently placed into the ground, and they're a little bit more forward to give a little bit wider access when you're hitting from in to out, so that we don't hit the walls. Again, TVs positioned turnkey left side and right side. And the 1 hole cut in the middle allows us access from the back of the room to putt towards that position there. Each bay is outfitted with conduit into the ground with a USB right out of the ground, so that you can connect to anything, whether it be a flight scope, TrackMan, or if anything's wireless, body track, we have that access. A bunch of US kids do a lot of the fittings for the US kids. We keep a couple of the fitting carts in here. The final 2 bays, pretty much the same. The heating, infrared, so it just heats up the person or the object that's in front of it. And you can see that the roof is open at the top. I think they're 11-foot ceilings or 12-foot ceilings that go straight across, and then the rooftop angles, I don't know what the exact pitch is, but it's an open concept with the lighting hanging down and the fans hanging down. The mirrors on the back we put in as well. I think they're about $350 each, giganticmirror.com. Very, very important, I think, to have those. And then finally our bay with V1. They utilize this. They're just positioned down the street, less than a mile, so they use this bay for doing special videos, different trainings, stuff like that. The turf is installed by Bill Green at greenskeepergolf.com, and we decided to do it throughout the entire building. So this turf is the same as in the putting studio. It runs at about 11.5, and it's been pretty durable so far. Always nice to have a door that opens by a button. They're pretty powerful, they're pretty heavy, but definitely nice to have. Not a lot of draft coming through when they're closed. And you can see we have a little tee area here out towards the range. This face is south-southwest, or I'm sorry, south-southeast, mainly south. We have our wedge range over to the right that hits to our plates. We have a bunch of plates out there at various yardages, the cement plates. And I'm obviously here early in the morning getting this video while nobody's here. So hope you enjoyed this little video. Again, this is just a little sample of what we do here at Fox Hills. If you guys have any questions, you can email me at jordany@foxhills.com. Hope you guys have a great 2016 and hope to see some of you at the show. Thank you.